Welcome back. It's our tech discussion this Thursday morning. I've got a very young, I would say now these are the types that we should say influencers, but it does have a different meaning these days. But when we are done with this, you get to understand why I say so. Favour Aigbedion is here. He is a tech entrepreneur, and of course, he's somebody who's giving back. And I'm wondering how, being so young, but still deciding to give back, well, that's why I would have this sort of discussion. It's great to have you, Favour. You are welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So let's get to meet the person, Favour. Who is Favour?
I'm Favour Aigbedion, an entrepreneur, an investor. Started out early, entered into tech when I was 21. And I grew from being a developer into a CEO in an agency based in the US. And so that basically has been my journey in tech.
How is it so that you started so early at 21 and over, you had gotten all of this done? What was your background like?
Well, I studied physics in school, graduated quite early because I got into school early.
Okay.
And having done that, tried to figure out what exactly I'll be doing after school.
And then how did the passion grow for tech, for IT?
I was self-taught.
Okay.
It came out of necessity because I needed to be sure, how I'd make money after school. And so during COVID, when there was this protracted period of break, I used it to develop myself in tech.
Now, that's something that a number of people will... Now, you're giving back, you're talking to young people. Tech and IT is something that a number of people would say you need some level of quantitative aptitude to get to know tech or IT. Is IT something that any young person can learn, or any young person should learn, by the way? Do you need any sort of background before you can get into IT?
Well, things have changed. Traditionally, you would need to have some sort of background in computer science and all of that. But in this new day, there's, knowledge literally everywhere you can get for free. And so anybody that is determined can learn and thrive in tech. And so that was the initiative I took, which literally transformed the rest of my life.
Wonderful. And now you are deciding to transform other lives.
Absolutely.
Why so? At such a young age, why did you get into, where did that passion come from?
Well, it's more of a calling because, you see, sometimes God just placed a demand on you to do something exactly.
Okay.
And so seeing young people, letting them know that, this can be their story, they can be very successful at what they do, wherever they are, they can scale it to the next level. Okay. That has stirred up the passion in me to impact young people. Young people,
and that has led into Ctrl Alt Evolve.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Talk about that. Ctrl Alt. The next thing I think is delete, but you decided to make it evolve.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
So Ctrl Alt Evolve, as you said, was taken from the command prompt, Ctrl Alt Delete. And so because we're not deleting, we're evolving.
Okay.
And it's a program for young people under 30 that are ready to take control of their destiny. Wonderful. Basically a program to set them on fire, to unlock their potential, and to be the best in their field. And so it's happening on the 8th of February. Okay. Expecting thousands of people. Actually, for applications, we've received applications, thousands of applications from over 25 countries. Oh, and so
it's not just a physical event, something that people can attend
virtually as well. All right. And because we wanted to expand the reach. Okay. And so it's a program that's long-term. We're looking to build a community so that they are not just, high flyers here and there. Okay. We're building a community of high flyers where we can thrive together and grow as young people.
Is there any basic qualification to be a part of this? Does anyone need to do anything apart from registering, of course?
Yeah, so it's more of a desire. Of course, there's an application, and we'll be screening through the application. Okay. So we want to see the desire in young people to unlock their potential.
What would they get to learn at this? What's their takeaway? What should they expect that they will learn from Ctrl Alt Evolve?
Interestingly, from the caliber of speakers we have who are big into tech, we have Kennedy Ekezie, who is the CEO of Keeper, that empowers small, medium-scale businesses. We have the CEO of Bamboo, which is an app that does stock investment and all of that. So these are big people in tech. And so hearing from trailblazers, people that have done things very young, is to inspire them and to give them a blueprint.
To inspire them.
A blueprint on how to make success.
On how to make. Is there anything like, there's something they say after sales services. When they're done with this, is there any follow-up? Is there any way that they can still continue to get that inspiration, as it were, from you?
Yeah, so it's the community.
Okay.
So one thing we've noticed in recent years, many people want to do things with people.
Okay.
And so that's why we have gym membership. It's just that community.
Okay, creating that sort of community and where there's support for each and every other person.
So Ctrl Alt Evolve metamorphosis from a one-day event, it metamorphoses into a community called Nova Tribe, where under 30 meets with under 30 people and they're able to thrive and grow together. After
you cross 30, what will be the plan? Because now there are people over 30. Is it age related? People over 30 now who, of course, still think that they have the chance to even be a beginner. Is it possible? Or for the fact that you're under 30, that means that there's some sort of limitation with age?
Well, the truth is, you're easier to brainwash when you're younger. And to be successful in life, you do need some brainwashing, to be honest, you know. And so the target really is those that are young at heart. And so we assume that those that are young in age, you know, have a likely chance to be young at heart. But in our application, we also opened it for, at least added a field for those above 30 to be able to apply.
Can you verify their age?
Well,
is there any way you're going to verify their age?
Interestingly, no, to be honest.
Exactly.
But, yeah, so if you apply, we see your application, we like what you're saying, you're also invited to the event.
So when you say you like what you're saying, do you need to, now this one, do you need to have any tech background? Can a neophyte, somebody who's entirely new to the whole thing, can a person be a part of this?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't have to have any background or any knowledge in tech and all of that. You can just be a part of it and be part of a community that will help you evolve, as you say.
Exactly.
Well done, Favour. This is us wishing you the best. Keep up doing what you are doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.